happening? This is your big homie, the masculine, that's back in another video. I really appreciate you checking out the content I do it for y'all. Like and subscribe, hit that bell so you can know when I post another video. Let's talk about submission, because it's a buzzword. It upsets modern women like crazy. That's because they don't know what it is. So, I would say this. We're all taught in kindergarten to pick up after ourselves, to clean up after ourselves. Put this back where you got it, right? If you leave things lying around all the time, it's gonna be creating a problem for you, because when you go back to pick all of that shit up, it's all over the place, right? But what happens when you maintain it? Your living environment at all times. You put things in their place, keep everything in order. It's nice and tidy. Now, when it comes to who cleans and whatnot, I would say this. Treat it just like you do in your own home before you cohabitate with somebody, if you do, right? Think about this. When you live alone, you want your place to be presentable, right? Pick up after yourself. When it's a couple that's living together, I would say whoever gets home first, clean up and tidy up, whatever. All right, cool. It's not submission. Let me tell you what submission is. Submission is when a man is saying something, you don't try to cut him off mid-sentence and interject your opinion before you even finish listening to what he says. He says something, you are quiet and you listen and you digest the information and you take it in and process it. You don't listen to react or respond, you listen to understand. That's the biggest issue between women today and men speaking to women. They want to cut you off, talk to you, get all upset, get triggered, throw everything you say out the door before you even finish the statement. That's combativeness. If you live in a home, that's going to create problems. It's going to create all kind of problems for you and your family, because you're not listening to your man. But check this out. Guess who you do listen to? Listen to your homegirls. You don't cut them off. Listen to everything they say. You process it. You take it in, especially if they're saying things you like. Sometimes in life, people are going to say things that you don't like. Happens at your job all the time. You don't cut them off in mid-sentence. A man has to do so much in the household, and women like to cast aside what a man does in the home. If that man wasn't there in the home, that woman would be missing the things that he does. You see it all on TikTok. You see it all over the internet. It's funny how the minute a man puts his foot down on the kind of behavior he's not going to accept, the preferences he wants, it's called misogyny. But when a woman does the same thing, it's not called misandry. I always think that's interesting. There's so many things out now that are very trivial, such as this whole blue bubble, green bubble shit between iMessage and iPhone users and Android users. Any woman, as a man, talking to you, any woman that won't deal with you because you don't have a blue bubble, that's a child. Ignore that woman, avoid that woman. She's gonna waste your time. She's very superficial. She has no value system. She has no background. She has no foundation. She's gonna cause you grief. Don't deal with women like that. I speak because only women have that issue. It's also a woman that's not well traveled. Because if she stepped outside of America, she would find that only in America is iPhone the dominant phone brand. Submission is not trying to override your man's problem solving skills. There's a problem, men figure that out. That's part of who we are as men. You don't go in and try to overstep what he figured out, because we already thought about the whole thing. See, women operate from a place of chaos. Men operate from a place of order and structure. So in your mind, this is over here, that's over here, it's all over here. In our mind, it's all organized. We focus on what needs to be focused on. So when we come to a problem with a solution, you better believe we thought about it from all angles. We don't need you to come in here and try to step on our toes, trying to redo what we did. That's not being submissive. Going out. And you just happen to be going out on the town. You might be running an errand for yourself after work or whatever. If we tell you, hey, don't wear this, it's too short or whatever, that's your protection. We're telling you that because we know how men are. We know how men look at you. But when you try to throw that out the door and you end up in trouble, God forbid, then you're looking at the man to come protect you. But we already told you this is our form of protection. If you listen, that's your submission. See, modern women don't understand what submission is. That's why they have a problem with it. Everybody has their own opinion about what submission is. That's what true submission is.